Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Ramon at Home. I am so excited you guys are here today because in this fall series, I'm sharing with you high-end fall DIYs for your fall decorating 2022. And in this particular video, I'm gonna share with you how to create a beautiful statement on your front door using a little basket. Now this basket, I bought it at the beginning of the year and I showed you and I told you that I was gonna be using it all throughout the year. We've already done something for spring, something for summer, and now it's time to do something for fall. But before we get started with this fall hanging basket for your front door, I wanna share with you real quick what it looked like during the spring season. So see how that gave it a balance, and it is all over the perimeter of your arrangement. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna bring some of this ranunculus and I'm gonna go ahead and grab it right here so it doesn't move. I'm gonna add one right here. Then I have some of these irises, and because I did 3 on this side and 2 on one side, so what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna do 1 right here, and then I'm gonna go down over on this side, and make sure you have to go through the moss sometimes, so just make sure you wiggle it because it has to go into the foam. And then I'm gonna do 3 on this side, so I'm gonna add 1 right here on the top, 2, and always playing with that triangle. So the next I'm gonna put over here on this side. And that'll give you a stem to poke your little bow to the foam. All right, check this out. So I want it to be put right here on the side. I'm gonna go ahead, I might just have to readjust some of these flowers. I'm just gonna go ahead and poke this bow right here. All right, so this is what this particular door hanger looks like on my door, and I just absolutely love the detail of the black and white ribbon with all of these beautiful spring florals. And as you guys can see, I also covered the wreath hanger with the same ribbon to just give it a more polished look. Well, as you guys can see, this little basket has been very versatile, and today I'm gonna share with you how to create a beautiful statement on your front door using this basket step by step. Before I do that, I wanna inform you that if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you are already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you're notified about every single upcoming fall DIY and decorating idea, and also the Christmas ones, they're coming. All right, you guys, let's get started. All right, everyone, so for this DIY, we're gonna do this cute little basket. You guys have seen me do it for spring, you have seen me do it for summer, and you have seen me do it for Christmas, I think. I don't know for Christmas yet, but we'll definitely do a Christmas. So this little basket I found at this 99-cent only store, and I just figured that it was such a versatile and useful decorating tool that I had to buy one. So I already went ahead and put some foam in it, and what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna cover some of those mechanics with the moss. Remember, I like this green moss from Walmart, and that's just to cover the mechanics in case that you were to see the foam. So the other things we're going to use is going to be another one of these beautiful white pumpkins, a skewer to put our pumpkin in. I'm gonna use a zip tie. We'll be using our same ribbon as well as the same foliages, which is the beautiful eucalyptus and the maple foliage that I am so obsessed with. All right, so I'm gonna start by cutting. I'm gonna put all of my materials over to this side. So I'm gonna start by cutting some of this beautiful greenery. And this you can get, look, you can get 1. And that's why I'm always telling you, don't be afraid to cut your foliages because you can always get more foliage. As you can see, I have one that I cut earlier, remember, from that other project. This one too, I'm gonna cut in 3, so 1, 2, 3. And here's the last one from the other project. I'm gonna use 2 of each, so I'm gonna cut, well, I guess you can say 2.5 because I'm using some of the other project. And I'm going to open this guy right here and clip it at the joint. And that's what they need to be clipped, so you get most of your product like this, and then you cut right here. You know, I don't know why we're so afraid to cut our ribbons, you guys. We already paid for them, so might as well just get some use out of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this guy right here, and I'm gonna give it a little fluff. I love the cute little acorns right here. And I'm gonna start over on this corner. And if you've been following the channel, you know that what happens on the left happens on the right. So immediately we move over to the other side and we insert some right here. And then what goes up must come down. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna go and put it right here so it spills forward like this. You always wanna have some spillage coming down. Then I'm gonna grab some of the little ones and I'm gonna put right here in the middle. And you just wanna continue to add some of this fall foliage. You wanna look like you went on the back of your yard, if you have any foliages, and just gather a whole bunch of foliage and you started adding to this basket right here. All right, so now I'm gonna do the same with this other eucalyptus. And I love this eucalyptus because it really picks up on the ribbon colors, all of those colors. So I'm gonna do right here in the middle, right here, and then I'm gonna go right here. You wanna weave them in together. Since this was one of the longest one, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and come down over on this side like this. So now we have one coming down, one right here, but they're different foliages. So then I'm gonna go right here in between them. And like I said, I just wanted to look like I just went outside and gathered a whole bunch of foliages and put them on this cute little basket. And look, just like that, that's all you need. You don't need very much. Actually, I'm gonna put this one in the very back since we need some height in the back. And I have one left right here, so I'm gonna put it right here on the front. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab my cute pumpkin and I'm going to add this skewer right in the middle. And don't be afraid to push. These are made out of styrofoam. And I wanna put this guy right here. And I wanna push it all the way down. And I just want that pumpkin right there. And I'm gonna put these guys down. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do a cute little bow. Once again, I rolled my ribbon the wrong way. Did I? No, I did not. Okay, so first I'm gonna cut some tails because I wanna have some dramatic tails. So I wanted to go a little further down than the bow, or I'm sorry, than the basket. So I'm gonna cut right here. I'm gonna put this one to the side because that's going to be our tail. And then I wanna do a few more short tails. So probably about this short, about 6 inches. And I'm gonna start by adding a cute little bow to go under our pumpkin. And just be sure to always spin around so you can get all of those pumpkins done. Like this. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab my tails and I'm gonna put them right here in the middle. Gather them like this. And using a zip tie, I'm gonna zip tie all of this together. Earlier we did it with a wire, but now we're zip tying it all together. So that way it's faster. As you guys can see, decorating for fall doesn't really take much time. Sometimes we just don't want to because we feel like, well, it's just fall, we'll wait till Christmas. But to me, there's something about a beautifully decorated home for fall that I just love. One of my favorite things to do when I lived in the Midwest was to go to fall open houses. And one of my dreams is to have a home one day where I'll have an open house and, you know, have my guests come and tour it. And oh, I just dream of that. So hopefully, if it is God's will, it will happen. All right, so now I'm gonna put a little wire right here and I'm gonna twist it a few times. And I'm gonna grab the excess of this wire and I'm gonna grab just a piece of a skewer or any stake that you may have. And I'm just gonna twist it around like this. And I twist it really tight to make sure that that's my way to put right here. Look how cute that is. I mean, I love it. I love it already. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna cut these tails a little shorter. You know what I just realized? That it doesn't matter how you cut your ribbon, there's always gonna be one that is upside down. I guess unless I take the time to cut them and prevent from that happening if I just cut them and yeah. All right, so now I'm gonna cut this one right here as well. And this one that is going up. Always cut your tails at a dovetail. See, and you don't need much. This is a super simple design. And you know what? I'm gonna get a few florals ready because I feel like it needs them, so stay tuned. All right, so I do have some of these hydrangeas that are made out of burlap as well. So what I'm going to do is to counterbalance over on this side, I'm gonna add one of these chocolate hydrangea, and then I'm gonna add one of these ones as well. So make sure that I get this tag off so you guys are not thinking that I don't. And then I'm gonna add this one right here, like this. That is so beautiful. And then I have some of these lilies that I used as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna cut this guy, maybe, let's see, yeah, probably about this short. And I'm gonna add one right here. And then I have a second one that I'm also going to add. These are so beautiful. These are from Shinoda as well. Let me tell you, they do have some really good product that just makes your projects look expensive. And I love it. Look at this. So I'm gonna do one facing that way and one facing this way. And look how beautiful this is, you guys. I'm gonna put this in the door and I'll let you know what it looks like. All right, everyone. So I wanna show you real quick what this cute little basket looks like on the door. I am so obsessed with this pumpkin and the ribbon. Look how beautiful it complements each other, and it looks perfect, these neutral colors on the door. I also added up on the top a matching ribbon to go on our door hanger, and I just love these beautiful flowers from Shinoda Design Center. They are made out of burlap. Look how beautiful those hydrangeas are. They complement the lilies so perfectly, and they look so real, you guys. But I cannot wait to read your comments, so leave me a comment and let me know, what do you think? All right, everyone, so I just want to show you a close-up of this wreath and how it turned out. I am so in love with this ribbon, you guys. It's jam-packed with glitter, and it goes so well with the lilies and the white pumpkins. And I just love the way they look, how they just fell into the wreath. And the pumpkin ribbon is so absolutely beautiful. And all of these burlap flowers, the roses and the mocha and the chocolate. And the last touch that we added was that magnolia with the gold tips, and it just screams fall. And I really do hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, and that you learned a few tricks. So be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know, what do you think? All right, everyone, so this is what the end result looks like for the centerpiece. I just went ahead and added a few more tails of the ribbon, and I filled in with the hydrangea, and I think it looks so beautiful to match the wreath that we made. And I really do hope that you enjoyed it and that you learned a few things about how to make a full centerpiece step by step. Thank you guys so much for watching. So far I've shown you how to create a beautiful wreath for your front door using the white pumpkins. I've also shared with you how to create a beautiful centerpiece to match the wreath. And now this cute little basket is super easy and affordable. Now, if you cannot find this particular basket, let me tell you, Hobby Lobby right now has a very similar one, and it's very affordable. And as you can see, you can use it all throughout the year, which is what I love about this particular basket. That's all I have for today. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you already subscribed, don't forget to turn the notification bell on, because you will not want to miss all of the upcoming fall DIYs and decorating ideas, and the Christmas ones too. They're coming faster than we think. Thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing. You can watch more videos right now. Until next time, bye.